Hello guys, welcome back to S3D, and I guess I'm gonna do another Gundam related video. Now this is not a model kit, this is an action figure. This is the Bandai Robot Spirits, Robot Damashi, Best Selection, RX-78-2 Grandpa. So yeah, this is like one of their special packaging for those like $25 action figure sets that they're selling last year in 2020 or yeah 2019 2020. So these things are were selling for under $20 in Japan, which is a super good value. These are pretty cool. He's using a 30-minute missions weapon because I was messing around with compatibility thing. So these are series of a Robot Spirits figure that I was commissioned to do. So I actually had to buy this one off Macari because I needed one with white joints. Believe it or not, the standard release, all the standard release have like the gray joints. And if you look at the line art for the original anime, in the original anime, the grandpa actually have white joints. So with the best selection, they actually nailed it. They nailed the look with the white joints. I think they were just trying to be cheap. They tried to be as cheap as humanly possible in the production of these figures by making everything out the same white plastic because they're selling these for $25. Normally, the cheapest one you can get is like around like 25 to $35. That's the First Touch 2500 series. That was like around 25 to $35. But these ones were like just super cheap, and this one actually have some QC problems. Yeah, so I want to talk about that too. But anyway, as you can see, it's pretty much that other one that's a prototype. The reason why I brought that out because I want to show you guys the difference. So you can see the ankle armors are different from the this guy and the prototype. The knee armor are different. The detailing. This guy's got a little bit more detail. Obviously, they have different forearms right there, and yeah, different side skirts right there. And everything else is pretty much the same, aside from that. Now, for this one, Bandai really cheap out on this figure. This is a very, very, well, I would say a lower quality compared to the Robot Damashi figure. Basically, these are just like, them trying to crank out as many of these as possible and trying to make money off this mode. So yeah, the quality control on this guy is nowhere compared to like all the previous releases. They did actually glue in the V-fin to the head, so you can. I tried to swap out the V-fin with this thing, but apparently you can't do it. But the nice thing about these figures, which I just recently learned, that you can pop the head off. So you can pop the head off that guy and then put on the the Vulcan effect on here, or swap it out with a gym. I did not know that when I was making the custom. When I was making the perfect gym and the heavy gym, I had no idea you can just pop the gym's head off and then stick the gym's head on the body, and then that'll be it. I actually had to separate all the armor. But then the customer was happy because they want something that looked consistent. When you take apart the armor, you don't get a Gundam, you get a gym. So they were happy with that. So I'm glad I made people happy. But with this one, yeah, now that I learned that, there's a lot more kit bashing. The time it's going to take me to do these customs are going to be significantly reduced. If I want to make a custom, I'll just pop the head off and put something else on it. Yeah, so yeah, that makes it a lot easier. So yeah, there's a little bit of paint issues all over the figure. Pretty much articulation is all pretty much the same. The joints are a little bit looser than the regular Robot Damashi figures. But basically, these are just, I guess these are just made for people on a budget. You don't want to pay like $35 or even $30 for this. You can get this for like, as low as $15. Some Japanese stores have these for $15. So yeah, it's the same figure. It's just less quality control and less color separation. You get they also cheap out on the accessories. So I'm going to show you guys. You don't have the full set of hands. You just have the trigger finger, the gripping hand, and the closed fist. That's it. No expressive hands whatsoever. You do get the shield connector right here for the shield. You get this thing that allows you to attach to the forearm, the clip for the forearm, and the backpack right there. You do still have two fully functional beam saber effects. Yeah, you do get two beam saber effect parts, two of these, but you don't get that extended beam saber hilt. You just get the short ones on the backpack. So that's it. The other beam saber effect is inside the box. I didn't want to mess with stuff that I don't have to mess with. So, and then we have the beam rifle right here, still like the swivel. And then we got the sight right there. You can use that. Okay, let's put this thing on here. Yeah, this one just feels significantly cheaper in terms of quality compared to the other ones. But still, it's all ABS plastic. With the hands are PVC, plasticized PVC, this thing that we don't care about. But it has to be done because these hands need to be flexible in order to hold the accessory. So yeah, Robot Spirits. A lot of the high-end products still use plasticized PVC for the hands, but everything else is ABS. And according to my friends in Japan, ABS is actually a resin. Unlike polystyrene, which is a plastic, ABS is like it's basically polystyrene mixed with a resin to create ABS. So it's like a different type of plastic altogether. It's polystyrene and resin combined, yeah, to make it stronger. So there you go. Now you know. We also got the connector here. This is for the beam rifle. This connector is actually really weird. I mean, it's got this small peg right there, which I don't know why it has that, but I guess, yeah, it's designed like this, and then you plug the beam rifle, the hole from the beam rifle to here. It's different from the one that comes with the Gym and the Heavy Gundam. And you can see, like, the beam rifles are actually different. That's a prototype beam rifle, and this is the non-prototype. So the prototype don't even have a sight, and it doesn't have a handle. Yeah. So there you go. Now you see it. All right. And I think that is pretty much it. Let's go over the articulation real quick. Again, same articulation. They didn't cheap out on that. It's the same exact figure. So you got the toe articulation. You got the ball joint here for the ankle. You get the pivot right there. Got the double jointed knee. Yeah, I just said this one feels really cheap. Yeah. There you go. So you got the swing out gimmick right there. I mean, you can still put this guy in a lot of poses and stuff like that, which is nice. But then the side skirt can go out like that. Got the and it also comes apart very easy. You can see it just pops apart like that. So there you go. We got the ab crunch, very useless ab crunch. We got the shoulder gimmick where you can move in. We got the hinge right here that allows it to go up. This one's kind of hard to use, but you can see it can go up like that. And then let's put this down here. We have the ball joint. We got the bicep swivel, double jointed elbow. We got the hinge right here for the wrist, and the head can go up. This is something that Robot Spirits have. The version anime that's different from Gunpla, because you can do this with Gunpla. Yeah, I wish they can do this with Gunpla. But yeah, only Robot Spirits capable of doing this right now, that unique head joint. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Would I recommend this figure? Depends. If you can get it for under $25 or under $20, yeah, it's a solid buy. But if you're paying more than that, some people are selling this thing for $50. Absolutely not. You might as well buy the regular release. The regular release with all the accessory, the bazooka and all that, and the gray joints and all that, and it just doesn't feel as cheap. You can get that for like, $60 to $70. So you get all the accessories, and it's much more worth it than this guy. This guy just feels cheap. Yeah. And yeah, this is an honest review, man. I love these type of figures, but I cannot recommend this guy. This is like just like the budget, the budget, no frills, and no quality control version of the that figure or any of the grandpa figures. So that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys find the information helpful. Thanks for watching.